Hi, my name's Judy Schramm of the Financial Health Club. I believe that everybody needs a financial plan. Putting a plan in place helps in times where you're in difficult situations, something suddenly happens that changes your life. It's great to have your information together. I was reminded of this summer as a friend of mine lost her husband suddenly to a heart attack. She was thrown into a whole new world as a widow, trying to sort through her financial life, her personal life, and just a big change that had happened. So she provided me with some great insight as she went through the process of settling her husband's estate. And I was encouraged to see that the system I use with my clients to help them get organized is a very useful system. I'm going to take some time in today's segment and future segments to go through some of the pieces of information that you must have in order to make things simple for you in a time of tragedy and time of making big decisions. So let's just go through four. If you want to grab a pen and paper, that'd be great. And you can start to write down the things you need to search for and make sure you have. Let's start with something I've talked to you before about, and that is the will. Now, you should have a will in place as well as a power of attorney and a personal directive. Now, those are things you do with a lawyer, and lawyers know what those are, and it's very important that you settle out all three of those. One thing that I came across this summer was on settling an estate. It got held up because in the will, the deceased person's will said that all of the assets should go to all her children, but her children weren't named, and that's held up things for a few weeks. So make sure you're as specific as you can be in your will. Second one, the social insurance number. Now, we all have jobs and we've all applied for jobs. You need a social insurance number for almost any document you complete. But make sure you have the social insurance numbers for your spouse and your children. Make sure it's not just yours that you know. This one came across as a result of my friend's husband's death, and she said that the marriage certificate was required to settle out most of the documents, whether those were government documents or life insurance documents. She needed a copy of her marriage certificate. I wonder if some of you are wondering right now where that is. Make sure that you have the marriage certificate. And finally, make sure you have birth certificates. So that would be your birth certificates as well as your spouse's and children. Those are always required as well for proof on documents. Interestingly enough, with the birth certificate, she was also required to have the place of birth for her husband's parents. So make sure you have enough information in that regard, that it goes back a generation, so you have that detail when dealing with these kind of issues. So I'm going to leave you with those four. I think that's enough. Make sure that you make an appointment with the lawyer. Make sure you write down some social insurance numbers. Find out where that marriage certificate is or where you can get a hold of one, and know where your birth certificates are. Thanks for watching.